Liva, it's me, Liva. Man, see that is a smooth intro. Anyways, it is the lovely time of the year. I say that as it happens so often. I don't know how often those mini events are, but honestly, I really dig it. I did fully complete it. I'm very proud of myself, but I did do that off stream. I did most of that actually on a train ride, kind of tired, and then just finished it up myself. So we won't see me going through those. I'm not sure how to feel about just getting basically a mix of different basically gimmicks, since those were all gimmick V1s basically, but I overall say like having some filler like this if there's no event going on. Also really looking forward to the IS, so it drops like on Thursday. But it also means that we get some nice currency from burning stamina, and there's no just best in sort stamina stage from events, which means it's the best time to actually push more story, baby. Especially since I still want to have those wheel thingies that, well, not for this, but that unlock those past event story things. So let's try to burn our stamina this way then. An old monster once told me, what doesn't kill you, only makes you stronger. Yeah, you know, if you lose your right arm and you can never hold your sword again, that also makes you stronger. But I guess I do get the sentiment. Some things do make you, I guess at least an emotional level, maybe more resilient, if not also colder. But maybe it's not the main goal in life. Who knows? I always thought it was stupid. But the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No, but the light! Finally, I'm one with the light for the rest of my life. No, let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. Exactly, because bugs are not dumb and weak. Like, I can believe Arknights would throw me under the bus like this. We need more bug operators. That's what I'm gonna say for the rest of my life. No matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. Yeah, but have you heard about the butterfly effect in the narrator? The bug jumps into a flame. All it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it's even had a brain, it obviously went mad. Good luck with Patriot. Oh no. How bad could it be? Start sweating. I hope I'm not getting already gatekept by stages. But hey, Ludwigisias. I cannot pronounce names, I'm sorry. But what if I was to leap into flames? You will see. Oh no. I mean, surely Exo Altar can carry, right? I mean, I don't have like the shiniest units, but I still feel like I'm so much more overpowered with my modern units compared to, I guess this is now starting to be year 2, right? But still, I feel like the units that released back then were kind of outdated. Let me tell you, he was fucked up back then. Let's go. Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would it prove? I'd come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? We're talking about death here. What does an undying monster know about death? Alas, just the nature of the bitter death that none may resist. Let's go, it's more W time. You still talk to me? That's a surprise. But you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Langman, Talula. W, you haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot all about it, reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. And I guess I'm really happy that I did do the event before doing this chapter. You know, I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the Sarkas. We should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Good luck with your movement. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding hearts and self-righteous call us Sarkas. As mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils. Then fear ways of the banished. Mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. But you people started calling us devils. Not as a hate thing, or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. People call us that because we scare you. So us mercs like being called devils, because we know exactly what it really means. Okay, I probably don't fear W. I do fear Walter. Whatever they put into a water when they release the old, that must be the thing that is too overpowered. We always make good and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext way too hard. Oh, sorry. Yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? Yeah, no-name mercs got famous for brutality. Compared to you? Why, it's like a worm trying to go up against the crab. To be fair, crab is the peak of evolution and everything should return to crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inject terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear to our enemies and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. I'm not afraid. So, driving Ursa's core city into Langman is also in line with a certain comet's ardent wish? Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Langman. Need our assistance, and we will bring it to them. Infected inside Langman require hope. And you know what screams hope? Chaos and ramming a city into another city. Now warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. Everyone's wishes find harmony here. Responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belong to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkas, I assure you, beyond a doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I will provide you with profit. I love money. Sarkas mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states, whereas those who pull your strings. You will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries. It will nourish you. Exactly, this will spill more wars for the next century. After Langman, no nomadic city is safe. Kind will find more room to expand and thrive. Your people will prosper. Ooh, sounds like a good deal. Just going off the profits. I'm totally on board. Tell me, W. Doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? Neat. Let's talk about my mission. Bad news is, I failed. Didn't manage to bring back my target. She wouldn't give me the thing. That's not your fault. Kinship between Misha and Skullshadow was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why'd you send me to grab that scientist's daughter then? Seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungman and firing up the core city, what was the point of her anyway? Authenticity of the key still has to be verified. You can personally verify that we've activated the core city. Union still needs full control over the way it stops. That's where the key comes in. Wait, do we need... Would they need to stop the city? Isn't it enough if just drive it full stop into Lungman? Mephisto told me the old geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal? Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto and thinking about extracting information you want from him. So, is it a bit of news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels. I might be a little bit more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could have mixed up my sources. Something like that. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan. All of them. I mean, I'm here to listen. Skullshadower, and your first operation tested LCD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and prove up our plans to take down Lungman. We also sacrificed only like a few hundred of our people. Nobody cares. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot thought was only a backup plan to deal with the situation. Won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright, but leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Don't ask any more questions after that. Yeah, you know, it's a sort of curiosity. Ooh. Sergei, Royal Chernobog scientist, held one of them, and delivered it to Misha using special means. It was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off his city blade to flee. However, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. We're in Satellite City. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city. The best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader? More of questions. I wonder what she actually uses in the Chinese version or something. It doesn't someone as leader just feels very awkward. Hey, not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W, if openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. In order to ensure a relationship of long-term mutual benefit, we'll continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully this can slightly increase the trust between us. Yeah, she's not gonna stab you into the back. We need to support each other to have a chance at overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. Of course. I never liked this woman. Tell her the talks so nice about in private is so insanely boring. Is Tyler talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, does he does anything with lying? I lie a lot. At least she is honest, question mark? Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie. Except maybe a bomb. Truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? Then I lie. Oh, I'm lying. Chirp my thoughts up, spit them into ears. Sheet dragon though. Lies are natural, it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. Doesn't matter who she's talking to. It's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form. Turn into something they trust more. Tell them what they want to hear. Yay, I trust my leader so much. Yoon's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader Talra. Standing here with me. She's a businesswoman. Trader. Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. We'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Man, when you play your roles so long that you forget your own face, huh? Is she an onion? She does not look like an ogre to me. Keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside. It. She was acting honest as an Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hand slightly. I know that trick. Right now, she's like a cunning sufferer after a lifetime of waiting and killing. Something pulls away the air in front of me in a split second. Melt away my whole body. Don't tell me you had to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Nobody's ever figured out the formless things Talra throws around. I know exactly what they do. Wounds, DPs. This is even the most basic structures. Just like a fire without light. I'm her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Talra wouldn't have showed her cards this early. Waiting to die, or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end, this isn't my style. She's more a one-liner kind of girl. Never thought about dying, at least not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground, loops into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat rushes towards me, luckily the comforting warmth isn't hers. No arts expert. I experienced 99% of arts are no match for the pure burst of energy. Bomb. I cast explosion. Explosions, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy. Or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer, till all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Talula. You even went through all that trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it! Really would make a great actor. Well, maybe she should hit up fandom. Go into theater. This Dragon Lady. I really hate her that much. Do I? I also don't know how to deceive, cannot tell lies. And those are not liars. And she's a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get kinda... Okay, I admit it. Kinda scared when I see her. Don't hate her. Might he be afraid of her? And fear breeds caution. You got your guard up. You're prepared. Your little twigs are actually able to neutralize my original arts. Might have underestimated you. Hey, this little twig took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. Planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torture me because I'm a pain? You wanna shut me up because I've seen through you. Punctuate my sentence. A wave of heat surges from her fingertips and leaps towards me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and top into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Aim better next time. Your dirty tricks have been exposed. You're now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? You know, that attack on Langman sure was cool, huh? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? How do you think this was my idea? Just I didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Vying for a little shock and awe, huh? I guess I have no choice then. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Sanity has deepened to your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lie to. How many people you kill. Or how many people you lie to. I think she's repeating herself. But, Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who will say stuff like this? Yeah, I really am losing it. I can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I see, pretending to be crazy and stupid has us all fooled. Turns out, I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colorful character. As lovely as you, of course. You're being cuter once I whip your tongue out. And have it lolling around. But come on, the lizard needs its tongue. Otherwise how she's gonna capture her flies and eat them. You think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. I mentioned I set a trap. Watch your feet. Might be a trap. See, how many do you want? How many do you have? Pitiful thing. My flames have found you. You will pay for your betrayal. Oh, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Right, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You can rile me up with the right phrasing. And like, my purpose? Joke's on you, I was already depressed. How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady. What do you know about me? There's like 80 different plots going on in that noggin. They're gonna guess what's in mine? Well, you want to prevent me from using the core strategy to attack Langman. Oh? You simply wanted revenge. You would not have chosen this moment. You wanted to kill me, W. You could have waited until both Langman and I are incapacitated. It would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. Mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Union would not ask me, the leader of the Union, about my plans. You know, I won't kill you, as long as you put aside your interest in this war. Do that, I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. You're a good comic relief. I need a Chester, come on. I decide to execute a harmless Harlequin. However, a mad woman who will use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent and insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You are not. You want to stop a Union. Want to stop the attack in the Langman. Those are your intentions. W. All too easy to read. Didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. That's a load of bullshit. Turn you into a puddle of gore and have someone dump you down the waist chute, assuming there's anything left. They do love yapping more than actually fighting. I pressed the button on the device in my hand, a simple original detonator switch, remotely operated, chained explosions. Blazing light of destruction mixing with a delirious pungent aroma. A piece of heat carrying fragments of debris, or turning everything in front of me. Just as I planned, everything reduced to cinders, even the most fixed since carcass. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? You plant a sword in the ground. Oh no. Was this your trap? Try me, W of the Sarkas. Try again. Hold on, you. No fire, no burning. Hundreds of friction explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundations of the city are all gone. Yeah, the explosions, the heat, the shrapnel. Nothing. This planet originum is deformed, melted and warped. Of iron and burnt oil paint covering it gives off nasty smell, but that's it. I guess she burned off the receivers, basically. My shrapnel, my blast phase, my light show. It's not going to happen. Cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over. Isn't going to happen? Cunning Tvecken lady must have poured her arts into the sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. Heat away to each of my traps, melting them away. Figured it out. So smart, W. World-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces. It's nothing but a big, bad fart. Hey, they can be funny. Alright, been fully played. Second lady, you're not half bad. Was this assault also part of your plans? Let me guess, your backplan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle. Isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Nah, she's gonna just bungee jump. Get too cocky. Little girl, see? Are you even the same person? Right now, I don't really wanna know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, be thrown from the city walls, or be run to by my sword. I mean, sword might be the quickest, right? Really? Finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it can become a sword. The sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. You are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. That would be an honor. Be impaled by the sword. Will I be the first one? Fortunately, you have to accept second. That's not that high of a count. I guess she mostly just uses her arms then, huh? Now, talking people I've blown up. Well, I don't even have a number. Wow, I lost count. Am I going to die? I guess so. Well, I hope Shiroto will. It's fine. Another Sarkis is gonna pick up her weapon. Question mark. Just takes up the detonator fuse. JC's W. What's so bad about death? Things worse than dying. So, when you feel like you're done for, as long as you've prepared for the stuff worse than death, you manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. Do yourself apart, right in my hands? I thought you'd be more way to die. Your defection didn't surprise me. You, yourself, surprised me a little. Had some potential, as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough, W of Victoria. So I guess she also knew who W was working for. After the battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 p.m. Neither. Sir, your return gives me a great peace of mind. Formalities unnecessary. There was a battle here just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobog. Made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkis mercenaries' rebellion, and murdered her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. We'll dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her Sarkis, what of them? I'll deal with it. Now that the Corset is steadily moving on track, I need to stabilize the situation immediately. Either this core city was activated, without my knowing why. Even the comms have been broken. Of options. Ursus may attack Chernobog at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Langman. Um, I'm not sure how that's really gonna help, but sure. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city. You have no access power to support tuning the ingoing and outgoing channels. The urgent left behind by the catastrophe is so potent, we cannot undo it. In order to recall, you exhausted the last of our backup supply. There's only one place that can provide us with enough refined originum. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us. You say me be correct. Sorry, sir. You should have given it more thought. I love a leader that does not care about handlings. But what's done is done. Is key. How will you use it? Car crash. Can't stop the city. The city can be stopped? Many things, once started, will not stop. So, I'm entrusting this key to you. You will decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go to guard the core city. Someone will attack. They will try. Yeah, good old Woods Island. I will stop them. Excuse me, sir? Crown Slayer, Force Nova, Mephisto and Faust are still waiting for our help. Yeah, about that. Funny thing, huh? Must not allow any outsiders interfere with our plans. Alola. What's the matter, my champion? Any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. Yeah, now only if you would be self-aware. This, I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. O patriot. End this war and regain the status of the infected. Union will crush all enemies standing in our way. I still want to see what basically a endgame is. Is this? A kind of Sarkaz talisman, 2 pieces. This one is for you. The other one I will keep. What are these so? It's a bit heavy. I can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird Sarkaz things? What's the point of this? Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds, destroyed organs, no. The consumption of life it can withstand. Until it breaks. If yours breaks, mine will tremble. I will go save you. What if both pieces break? Then we're dead. Why aren't you saying anything? Fine, I'll hang on to it. But I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. Good old Hubris. What war? My talisman, 2 has broken. You killed W. What are you going to do now? If I wait you, will no longer need to go before Sarkaz. All that you desire, I shall grant you. What exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer you will waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. Instead, I will send you to your death. If you truly equal war. Sarkaz, wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. Will forge your blood, your flesh, your steel, the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter. I will grant you death. But she's saying it herself, Jesus Christ. A new era has survived, and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward. Would you have us kill? That was a cutscene. Oh. I still kinda wish that the pacing, in a sense of how much story is there at once, could be more split up. Having some gameplay in between is a nice break. I don't mind reading. I do mind voice acting. Remnants of Reunion forces remain entrenched in the streets of Langman. They have more drones, but it should be straightforward. I say. I think we can suspend this team. $6:30. Hey, just as they're discussing W's death. Number. Oh, 2. Clearance level 8. Dr. Lyra, thank you for visiting the Rhodes Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood. Or I love my mood ring system. And what would count for a good mood? Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, the system has collected nearly all documented states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. So you could argue that the system's subjective judgment is substantially closer to objective truth. Therefore, no matter what action Dr. Lyra may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree. Which is to say, you may do as you wish. Yet use is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Should you take unreasonable action, you will lose consciousness for 3.55 working hours, ensuring you maintain a behavioral standard close to normal. Welcome home, Doctor. That does not feel like home. Hey, are you Dr. Lyra? Hello, it's you, I'm sure of it. I can feel it, you're a little different. But the person you're holding, that uniform. I ask, who's that you're holding? She is one of my people. Is she infected too? Oh, that's not what you meant. The Lyra, seemed like you lost something. Lost Fosnova! She could have been one of us! Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. It's fine, I'm used to it. Want to use this machine? This is indeed the final resting place of the infected. Yes? Just a second, let me check the log. Yes, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on the slab. See now, there. Then the slab will slide in there and wait for it to close and finally press this button. You are really familiar with it. Oh, I've had to use it a lot. Why? This is where all of Rhodes Island's infected end up. If I knew them, if I felt them, teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated. I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it. Feel what? It's like a chain. Oh no, they're all bound together. A chain? I could say, like seeing the links between people. Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. Other ends of the threads are still tied to us, but even when the one side is gone, threads don't hang down. Feels like you've lost something inside yourself. Something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back. Why would you want to feel that? Of course, if you know the feeling, it certainly sting you, right? So then you... Excuse me? Identifier for Osmontes elite operator present in Rhodes Island integrated infected BIOS processing unit will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Set in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there's a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. Possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption. We have a skirmish on our ship. Oh, okay, I'll go do that. Making note of it in my terminal. Reminding you for the 6th time, you would allow access to the system and could send information directly to... No. I'm the only one who can use this. Understood. Operator. It means me. I call you Osmontes. Osmontes. About her. I think you at least know her name. Fosnova. Fosnova? Good name. Hello, Fosnova. Bye-bye. Hey, new soundtrack too. To be fair, Arknights does have a banging soundtrack. I mean, I feel like it makes the most sense to just... You can probably hold everything just there. I mean, we should be over leveled for now. Like, in theory, I can put more levels into my units a little bit. Just kinda still saving a little bit to E2 a few more units. Honestly, I just want... What is she called? This is Honeyberry. The one healer against goddamn... I forgot what it's actually called. I have not played Arknights for a hot second in a sense. But I do not like having Stinky Dot and getting stunned on me. So getting her will be nice. I guess maybe go with the healer first. We could be... No, we cannot be Queen. But yeah, this seems trivial for now. I wonder... Should I be very concerned about it? Okay. The drones do take the sweet time. I'm gonna put down you here then. Honestly, might as well also put down Lapland. She will attack drones. And I do like my fear. Yeah, it's just straight up boiling. It's still kind of insane to me how great Ines just is. Even for a Vanguard, I feel like she's still so valuable to keep around. You can feel those flying drones chokes on you. This is kinda neat warm-up. But yeah, it feels strange going from like event stages with all gimmicks and everything to something basic like that at this point. I'm sure this chapter will have something cool though. Langman politics. Wei Yenwu's office. Man, 6:30 is just where everyone has the meetings, huh? Fact, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, Core City will collide with Langman. Its urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Chernobog is nomadic city, still Earth's territory. So attacking it would be an act of war. Okay, this seems like stupid formalities, right? Like, clearly, Ursus would not start a war just because they self-defend against a hijacked city, right? That reunion holding Ursus hostage like this is the height of absurdity. Can we simply calm Mr. Wei? Does it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is? Ursus expansionism is driven by lust for wealth, territory, and growth. Hey, it is just like Russia. It was profitable. The Empire would start a world war before the Second Front. Hey, it's just like Russia. And they would have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yan? The fact that Yan has not waged war for centuries does not mean the lack the capacity to fight. I'd say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that leads to Yan's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. Yan would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, Fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in the dramatic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and it's a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures to put a stop to the Chernobog core. Diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of the crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No, I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, has been unable to fight the internal what those wars have bred. Has not been able to integrate the peoples and lands it has conquered. No nation can handle rebellion by choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. It's just time for a revolution, let's go. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse, posturing to look strong. That is why you believe Ursus will act in its own interests and abide by the deal with you? I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Man, sounds like they need to grind more. Umizuki, send the message for me. I have to make use of this time. Umizuki. There's another message here for you. Dr. Calcite, Amir, Chen, you should hear this too. Fumizuki will change your mind when you hear this. I don't think so. If you check the help again, you'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger. The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, groups 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They're whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance, but I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we could not do, we must do in our stead. That's the end. Want to hear the rest. Rest is the messenger's soliloquy? Okay, you know what? It is time that the streamer learns something. What the hell is a soliloquy? You know, sometimes I feel like the vocalization could use some work, but hey, it is teaching me words. A soliloquy is a speech and drama in which the character speaks their thoughts aloud, typically while alone on stage. Just to reveal the character's inner feelings. I mean, I would love to know what's going up in the messenger set. Is my messenger. Let me hear it. I was unable to meet Chairman Witte, and the messenger he sent to liaise with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, that messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of a deity Cypherberg in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that. There were many others who tried to protect me. But I tried to help them. I reached the Ural Rift and commandeered the messaging station. What happens now, even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Langman to enjoy the flavors of home once again. Oh, is he now dead? If he is alive for that. Sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how this plays out. The State Council is at the heart of the Empire. But Chernobog is out on the periphery now. Borderlands mostly belong to the army, some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion. In fact, it did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they were, wouldn't have planned the Chernobog incident. In fact, it could. Indeed! Most of the units infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursus Guard and Chernobog Riot Police, but the catastrophe did. Chernobog failed to split the plates in time. There was nothing they could do against the catastrophe. The Union had to infiltrate the city early to stop the security sources from mobilizing, while the army ignored the maneuvering. Langman and Woods Island anticipated the Union's actions. The SLD made a plan to annihilate them. But Chernobog. To this day, Chernobog and the Ursus Court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Viking off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Union. The infected, who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they no longer feared, they assumed control of the city after the catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything, they just got out of the way. Only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value. Which left infected, heading for Langman. No matter who's running the Union, all the lines were perfectly aligned. Give the order. The sensors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We prepare for war. Must be absolutely certain we can disable that core before it's too late. No one is to know of this until the Chernobog core is stopped. To be fair, we don't want to panic. Mr. V? Going to start the war yourself? Oh, Mizuki, you've seen all Langman has been through. You must know. My father wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation, even if it costs all of Langman. Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. Makes it more difficult to forge alliances. First one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be. Countries don't even care about the truth. All they want is an excuse. I mean, you know, getting more land is always so nice, and it's so nice if you don't need to forge a castle spelling and get it for free. I've played enough Universals for that to know. But, Mr. V, he can achieve peace through diplomatic means. Thank you for the suggestion, Madame Calcite. But I'm afraid Witte and I are the last hope for peace between our two countries. But our enemy is the Empire's Third Army and Emperor of Ursus. This war is going to happen eventually. Even if we are certain to win it, peace is no longer possible. If Witte is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it. Even if it works, he's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Having pushed him this far, Empire's bureaucracy may be in some state of semi-paralysis. Some of the divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Langman. It's not Ursus, entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Would it then be too late to separate the city? The core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Langman. The conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. But to stop the core, buying our guns or sending us backup teams would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything Witte might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobog core. Isolated city, cut off from all communication, left with nothing but identification codes needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Langman now. Only we can stop the Chernobog core. Think carefully, Mr. V. There's serious consequences to an act of war. I mean, to be fair, how... It seems inevitable, and honestly, better start this before, you know, you have unnecessary deaths in Langman. It's, you know, for once I am with them, and this seems like the best move, right? I mean, I guess I don't understand enough about other politics, but, you know, for once this man might have a point. War serious business, but the other choice, as far as Langman is concerned, would be far worse. Mr. V, Woods Island? I'll go. Huh? Miss Chan? Chan? I'll take care of it. You're a Langmanite. I can leave, Langman. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. If Langman needs a traitor, let it be me. Sick of you, Wei Yanwu. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Langmanite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not a time for a debate on ethics. What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it the reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers? But do they trust you? Where did the trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants or Lin Koichu's ears reported infected infiltrating their homes? Things happen so fast, that doesn't mean anything. Receive even a single tip? Yes or no? No. Not one. Not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in foreign provocateurs than the Red King or the superintendent of the LCD. Maybe Union was funneling them. Reunions infected are known to be violent and dangerous. They forget that Langman has never raised a hand against them. Okay, you never raised a hand against them, but you also still treat them like third-grade citizens under arrest. I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, they hated each other instead. Slums would have long since destroyed themselves. But they could have opposed the Union. They could have come together with the Red King's people to fight infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. You don't trust? Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. You should have sent the LCD into the slums long ago. It was the locals who didn't want the LCD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LCD time and time again. Even as Lin Koichu and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices for our soldiers. Was it Langman that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me. It's not their fault. And whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you? You have to fight for your own thoughts and opinions, but never state your wrong opinions in my presence, provided you don't let them affect your work. The LCD is here to protect Langman. The special inspection unit is here to guide the LCD to protect Langman. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Langman's destruction. The unit exploited infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobog. The measures we took to fight off the Union left us open to this maneuver by the core city. Those infected stood by and did nothing. If Langman falls here, it is ultimately by their hand. No. Who should be held responsible for turning Langman into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods. Just because he didn't act in time. You say act, do you mean? Whose fault is it? Was it Langman that rejected them? No. It was the EA who rejected Langman. So it is both of them? I mean, they already kind of started with it, no? Indifference and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for these people anymore. Chen. They're all tainted for innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them, or cover them up for a while. There's always someone who can do what I can't. For now I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes? What you're saying. Infected are a mistake. As long as they exist in the city? Pig-headed girl. Superintendent Chen, I've told you everything. Now do what you must. Alright then. Wei Yanwu, what I must do, what the LCD must do, is name who is at fault and correct the mistake. It seems that according to your definition, I'm at fault. You could also say I'm the mistake. So, with further action, I'm quitting and I'm just saving the world. Because I'm infected. You. Chen? Madam Chen? There's no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years, you've been hiding my infection from the world. The infected have no place in the city. Neither do I. Nonsense! She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do. I won't be making any more mistakes. I'm the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad. Sind wir Sworn Brothers, aren't we? Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn Brothers wound. I'm infected and a traitor to Langman. I'm the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. Should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. That relation's wound. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? I would feel safe sitting here. Was only wound. No. If you leave this office today, Chen Huichi, you'll be an enemy of Langman. You'll never again be allowed to set foot in the city. Well, she will have a spot at Woods Island. We are cooler anyways. We are basically a ship. All that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing. Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Langman is about to go up in flames. Battle is upon us. You have your ways. I have mine. And I feel I might be biased because Chen at this point had so much screen time, but I do like her very much. The only difference is I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake. I guess it does explain why they actually gave her so much screen time in the earlier chapters where it just felt like, man, I guess we now take all the focus away from Woods Island and put it onto the LGD. I mean, it did pay off. Must maybe suck a bit more when you're actually playing it on release and have a bit longer wait between the chapters. I won't let the city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool. At the end of the day, if you're going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that, and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hope that you would change this world to want more than prosperity and growth. So has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything? Even if it can't now, it must be someday. I'm going to make sure it can be changed. Wait, stop. Who are you? You can't go in there. Security! Where are the guards? There's an intruder. Lord Wei, we will act. Get out. Let us act. You shouldn't have come. Wei Yanwu, that's all it took to show your true colors? A quiet army just shows up here in your office? Madam Chen, Langman is threatened. Looks like you have a strong sense of duty. I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, it's within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind and stop the coalition. We shall sacrifice our lives for the city and lift this burden from thy shoulders. Get out, Lord Wei. How about it, Wei Yanwu? You sent them or sent me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people? So indecisive when it's time to save them. That's how it's now. That's how it was then. I don't expect a chance at a proper goodbye. I thought about it many times, Wei Yanwu, but I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Mizuki, I'm sorry my mom treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family. Chen? Superintendent Chen. Not anymore. This badge? You can have it back. See, sir. Want to fight here first? Decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy's at our gates. Infected. I'm your greatest enemy. Cease and desist. Or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy? Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can do. Lord Wei, look out! Chixiao, where's Q? Warte, this sword is used to slay dragons. Does it also work on Dracos? Just might. So you have to be more careful around you. The arts are overflowing. Doctor, get behind me! I blocked the arts! Let's get torn apart by that kind of power. He's not aiming for us. Get out of our range, right now. Okay. Guards are beginning to expand. Back up. Release! The Dragon Slaying Sword. Unsheathed? Can block it just with your wrist? Most astute. I see your surgeons will be sharper than ever, Superintendent. Remember the original Jigsaw, huh? You think that they're still making weapons like that? Doctor, is it sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Valentine didn't even let me look at its sword. Man, that's gonna be great against Tarula, isn't it? Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way. Lord Way, the Superintendent has chosen a path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? Man, that loyalty must have to, like, just plainly ask. So, you know, should I just sacrifice myself for you? Yes or no? You know, I don't care that much myself. Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Langman. Though I cannot guarantee that she'll have her limbs intact. I can ensure that she lives. Permissible. You, fall back. Don't engage her directly. Should immediately alert my brothers. I need to call reinforcements. Jigsaw! Cease! Hoichi, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget who taught you your swordsmanship and your arts. I once thought you strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen Huichi. You know it's serious if he uses the last name. Good then, Master V. Jigsaw, answers to me. You gave me Jigsaw. Did you think I would slay you? Don't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yanwu. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Tyler was taken away. I contracted neuropathy in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience? Because of your confidence in your own strategies? I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. You have your wrong job then. Liar. Wei Yanwu. Yeah, those who the sword seeks to kill, and those who it seeks to protect. Why do I keep getting disconnected for this chat? You know what? It's fine. If she truly wishes to destroy Langman. No, no, you must not go. I thought I would beat you and your black cloaks here. There's more than one way out of here, Wei Yanwu. A window? Yeah, just jump out of the window. Chen Huichi, stop this foolishness. We're hundreds of meters above the ground. This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route. Not a second. Chen Huichi. Must not go to her. Chen. Must repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path we did. There's anyone who should die for the city. That person should be... Uncle... No. Wei Yanwu, starting today, we're strangers. Man. Next Christmas is gonna be awkward. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room. Chen falls face up from the tall building. Lord of Langman let out a thunderous roar. The man in the black poncho leapt toward the window, like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind. I love getting a medal for doing nothing. But I do love actually getting a robot I didn't have before. Wonder if over time we'll get just all the robots from doing the story. That would be neat. I still miss so many of them. The text is kinda rare. Mephisto's cell is no longer under control. Man, let's go. It's more story. What did I expect? Uptown Langman. Dusk. Secret a restaurant for Chen, sir? It's gonna be a mistake. There's no way. Hey, get back here. I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it, Chancellor. What the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her. I have to hear a side of the story. The Red King. He has a nice beard, what can I say? Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? Oh. Go on what I told you for now. When you're finished, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it? Now go. Hurry. Ah. It turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei Yanwu. Talala, it's the sweetest fate. Oh, young master, you could see us now from up there. You also would not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Langman's finally come to this. But Huichi, be careful, Huichi. Mustn't get yourself killed. Langman Harbor Dog 720. Prince. I love my zombies. Damn it, there's still so many of them out there. I thought LCD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday was Union, today's these weird infected. We can't hold them off. Can't use heavy-duty weapons inside the city. Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today? Osmanthus, thank goodness we're saved. Infected, who have been twisted by arts, and we can't stop them. That's right, you mostly bought defense equipment, but I never expected that they'd shred through our steel cables to pull fiber nets like paper. We'd have to bring in some military-grade weapons. There are limits here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from the land ship. Thankfully now that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. The rich structure inside makes the bodies incredibly tough. Use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also, our scans aren't picking up any signs of beta activity at all. Oof, man. You know, there's a nicer way to call them stupid. Main point here is they're pretty much already physically dead. It's just empty husks, popped up by arts. It's unbelievably cool. Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you're all safe. Let's make a plan. Okay, you all go back. She will explode the shit out of this. I'll get them to settle down. You're going to fight? Yes. But you look... Doctor, have you never met Osmanthus before? Please stand aside, Doctor. You might want to take a step back. I guarantee you never seen anything like this. Yeah, she's putting down all the pillars. I've seen her, Elias. Is that a metal box on the landship flying by? It's mine. Oh, Vader, please describe your impressions of the target. Hold on, I'll check the manual. Okay, the target's a large group of active Vestas individuals. They're moving as a group with no clear objective. General trend is clear, but with no set route. You should be good enough, right? Received. I'll handle this. Dr. Calcito's very clear. Once you finish with this, What's island is to leave Langman immediately. Evening, old friend. Sorry, I have never asked with your name. Hoshikuma, what are you doing here? How about your injuries? I'm an Oni. Those scratches are long gone. Good, now I... Hold on. You waiting for me here? You and Bucky are pushing his model from Wim Billiton, right? Wait for off-road performances, dust-proof, perhaps hills with ease. Compatible range and fuel efficiency. Minimal environmental impact with maximum comfort. That one? Nice for a ride outside of the city. Yeah, sorry, I started that on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. Oh no, she is not immune against propaganda. It's a damn good Bucky though. I'm into off-roading, and I'd like to get one. She is falling for the propaganda, oh no. What are you trying to say? Look like hell, Chan. Where do you plan on going? How did you know I'd be here? Come here every time you want to sneak out of the city. remember. I also know every nook and cranny of this place. LCD issued an arrest warrant, but that's not what you're here for. Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are. This is my only way out of Langman. I stayed dark the whole way. If the whole LCD knew me half as well as you do. Never make it out of Langman. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Just like me. I don't want you to go. Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why, you, of all people, Hoshiguma? Of course, I am Chan, your LCD inspector. More importantly, your friend. You serious plan to wander off and play the lone hero on a grand adventure? This is precisely why I cannot let you leave. You can join her. You're Langman Knight, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Vivian Wu has its way, more people are going to die. Your way is better? They call you Madame Oni. They trust you to take care of the Langmen they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Really love Langmen? Nobody loves the city they live in. Project Moon taught me that. I'm old school. Comics, movies, books, rainy streets, some guy running by without an umbrella. I like my stuff radio. Oh, just not bikes. You'll say some stuff goes out of style quick. Chan, you really outrun time itself. Come on, nothing is more way than a good old story of the hero's journey. You want to join her? I can't. No way. It moves too fast. The chase has cost so much of what I cared about. This is all I have left. Yellow splotch at dog-eared pea. I've got names for them all. It sucks. I hate how time took all these people from me. Died horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. But me? I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their teams to pieces with these very two hands. I didn't love Langman. Simply had nowhere else to go, and in the end, that was my fault. Going anywhere, Chan. Ah. Father died. All those people died for Langman. Going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect Langman. No matter who stands in my way, it's my duty. That hasn't changed. So, you still subintendent Chan? Gave you this duty. I did. Is that something you wanted to hear yourself say? Look at you. You gotta save Langman all by yourself? One woman against all of the Union? Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny. You're the one who always carried out Mr. W's orders because he could relate with him. Now I'm the one who relates with him a little bit better. I'm the one carrying out his orders. My, how the tables have turned. Why would he turn my tables? Seen the gist of Mr. W's plan. Someone has to die. Mr. W thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chan's family blood. Once all this blows over, one's coming after you. You mean he... Mr. W would rather he die than you. You've given him too much credit. You don't give him enough, Chan. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it. But what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent the war? Will it get Langman out of this mess? If he dies, get some of the blame of Langman. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish into thin air, actually. You really think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever that easy. So he wants you running the LCD. You'll get his job and be chief of the LCD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. I love my police state, I guess. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. May wants from you. Oh, he's been waiting for a long time. I can tell that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Well, it's fine. Shine can't just save the world and come back alive. How hard could this be? Langman still needs you. And she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. W's death may not matter to you. Once he is gone, you can change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chan. No one's more Langman than you. I'm an infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. Hiding it. I didn't mean to. You didn't even tell me. We Yanwu didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have been infected in the LCD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there's no place for the infected here, or anywhere else in the world. I've had enough of Wei Yanwu controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. Oh. I get it. I finally actually really get it, Chan. Exactly why you can't leave, Langman. What? You leave and go to that core city. So we would have to plant you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy working against Langman. That would be kinda very back look for the infected. Yeah, not gonna lie. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Union. And that will be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. It's my line. Infected? Don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. Nine doesn't care. The LCD doesn't care. Not even Mr. W cares. He wants you to change this place. He doesn't want you gone. She is probably more important for politics, which kinda sucks for her, huh? You didn't see how ruthlessly he treated the infected. I did. And Nine? She's already gone. She killed the LCD because she was infected too. Nine too. You know, Nine and I might have contacted Opathy on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion. And then, because of Reunion, she abandoned Langman. Because she saw the truth of the city. But you didn't betray Langman. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city? I'm being good at guessing games. Just get to the point. You know who is leading Reunion? I forgot her name. Halula. Missy didn't tell you? Tell me what? Halula's my sister. I get it. Chan, you're not going today. Why? It's my sister. My family not important enough? That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go. That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma. Anya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe, a shield, or an Oni, I'm not giving in. Blacksmith who cast the shield has his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains the shield, tragedy it represents, it's much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chan, Mr. W isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. Whatever you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Columbian big single 70 VV? It's yours. Chan, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force me to do this. It's all I ask. Force you? They're talking like Wei Yanwu. I don't like it. When Wei did what he did, no. When he betrayed his brothers, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his cloud of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this. I think that stuff has anything to do with you. I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That's what Mr. W was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. It happened again and again and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. I got horn to toe and blood every time. I I fought to the bitter end until I was the only one left standing, because that's what I thought was right. You were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserve to live. I don't, but I lived anyway. I just can't live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong is the dumbest thing a person can do. I've dealt with the regret my whole life. The only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. I mean, honestly, it's clearly as working. She's buying so much time right now. They've been standing here for like half an hour. So, why can't you understand me even a little bit? Been through so much together. All these years, there's still something you can tell me? I've got my baggage and you got yours. We both know that. Even so... What is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? So I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are. I just care where you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Union. You can change the station. You'll just die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not LCD, not Langman. Thank you, Hoshiguma. I'm still going. Lee. We have to fight. You should know I'm not scared of you. You have to go, huh? You feeling like your heart as hard as iron right now? I told you before, you're lost in your own thoughts. You lost sight of everything around you. Everything everyone's done for you. Stubbornness is only gonna get you hurt. Fine, I guess we'll have to take it beaten before you can learn, like a young Hoshiguma. That being a stubborn ass is just a stupid impulse. If you want to fight, Chen, let's do it. Show me everything you've learned in the last 2 years. Stop talking like that! X42, long-range original arts control device. Operator Osmanthus, requesting approval. Approved for use in defense operations. Removal approved. User Analyzation Specialist, Elite Operator Osmanthus. Activation approved. Okay, I'm going. Please sell closure for me about the Rhodes Island landship startup. Hurry, Doctor. Get in this cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Osmanthus shrapnel, you're pretty much a goner. Oh no. Well, as long as it's not a gooner. That is the map of all time. Something like that probably should be good. I wonder what is the justification that we want to even lock them down there at all.
너무 기다리게 하지 마. 절망의 냄새까지 감출 순 없지. 얘들아, 도와주러 왔어.
Enraged Possessed 4. Possessed enemy ranged combatant that has descended into madness, having extremely high attack, lose HP over time. I see. High justification to keep them, but... I mean, we could put someone, like, basically down. We'd put her down here or something to take maybe shots, I guess, later. Something like this isn't too bad then. Yeah, I probably want to do something like this and cope then. Maybe not enough selfie. Maybe that is a job for Kyle Seed. Who knows? Give me healing. I mean, she's taking it a bit like a champ. Plus command is completely given to madness. I use that's a stronger version, right? Yeah.
응고되어라. 공포는 숨길 수 없어. 실력 발휘해.
Alright, there she goes. What? Maybe we do this then.
지정된 좌표.
I mean, upper lane seems very fine. This might be too far though. Yeah, that is sad. Right, now there will be space, something.
뭘 해야 하는지 절망의 냄새까지.
Might have to redo this, worst case.
실력 발휘해볼까?
If we could also just keep putting water there. Or cheese. Or cheese wick, they do damage.
뭘 해야 하는지 절망의 냄새까지 감출 순 없다.
이 공격은 예상한 대로다.
Yeah, true turns that. Hi Hedin. How you doing? Oh fuck me. Well in doubt, keep putting fodder in there. Actually, that was bad plan. Yeah. Yeah, we might also start an actual tank here. That doesn't really work out either, but it is what it is. Okay, this is not clean at all. But bear with me. We still should have this.
다음에는 휠체어에
소용없다.
Okay, okay, that's a straight up wood. Just die.
너의 기분이 비친다.
Can we? Let's just do this.
아름다운 인간 세상이랑 지옥의 파노라마 뷰.
Honestly, I felt like this would go a lot worse. Uptown Langman. Pretty serious about this. Really unexpected. I would have thought you'd be able to make me bleed. But you've never been able to walk your way from our past. Hoshiguma, you've always been a part of the city. Not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. And it's another one of these in the end. I can't stop you. Go. That's fine. She's gonna get adopted by Woldside and everything will turn out well. Sorry, Hoshiguma. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. People there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LCD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. Nurse's girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. I owe you one. I don't need your apologies, honestly. You're no good at them. The art in this chapter is also kinda peak. I do like. I guess at this point they had a bigger budget or something compared to the cutscenes in the older chapters. It's more than just fight standing around. I think we're done here. Go. And don't come back. Take care of yourself. And stand this place. How many people care about the city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hashiguma. Inspector, you heard. Who could have... Oh yes, we just met Madame Shen. That. Sorry. You guys have a second to talk. Inspector, you're disobeying orders too. Couldn't put it that way. Get out. Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that. As you wish. We await your orders. Miss Calcite and young Amir, before you speak, would I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumisuki. All yours. We've been together for years now, Wei Yanwu. Why talk about this? Why now? Because you are making a big mistake. One look in your eyes, I can tell what you're thinking. Fumisuki. Now. Always been able to tell. I know Langman means the world to you. I know all that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her. No, Fumisuki. But this, today, this isn't what you want, is it? Ah, Ngommen. I'm not referring to our current dilemma. I mean, this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones. Actually, I think you said it was 3. Maybe dozens? Surely, you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well. She loathes the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death. No, Wei Yanwu, that's not what I mean. Won't you regret it? You let them both die in some foreign city. What if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? We had children of our own. Is this how you would treat them? All that I've done for the sake of our land. I've never intended for Chen Wuiqi to do my work for me. That's how she is. Oh, keeping the truth from her only deepens the cut. Only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her are too distant and too difficult. But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the man behind me and the city below me for so long. That's all I have to show for it. Would Langman allow me to stop? That is what she wanted, to get to the source of our problems. She wanted to change the city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there, what she would have to do, what she would have to give up. Alright, that's enough rationalization. You give me a headache. I'll go bring you home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot. Nonsense! I won't allow it. I have plans to bring her back, and you, Fumisuki, are not to set foot outside this building. Oh, you'll stop me? Tamare Konoyaru? Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumisuki say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry Higashinis. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yanwu? I have my limits, Fumisuki. Have you forgotten who you are? Fumisuki! Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumisuki. He is not just a bad man that is distant to everyone around him. Same may also go for Fumisuki, maybe. Now then, on to our friends in Woods Island. How much will it cost for you to help Langman, our Chen? I'll cover it myself. You're really going to hire us like this, Mr. Fumisuki? I am. Maybe improper to say, but my husband's not exactly in top form today. Or I might say our opponent plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. We have a complete understanding of both Langman and Wei Yanwu. Fumisuki, that's enough. Why are you to say what's enough? Doctor, name your price, I can pay. I understand everything you said here, Miss Fumisuki. Money won't be necessary, but I need you two to hear me out. Doctor. Maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I can speak freely. Langman needs some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumisuki? By all means, I don't let words get to me. Nonsense. Woods Island is only a pharmaceutical company. You keep saying that. You keep saying you do make drugs. I guess you have a syringe in your hands, but that's the only thing that looks like a pharmaceutical company to me. one day it will make sense. Surely. But this world is a tough place. It doesn't let up on any of us. Especially a pharmaceutical company like ours that tends to make a lot of enemies, be it in business, geopolitics, or otherwise. Wander the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. All the forces of the world align to put pressure on us. We need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need the forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their thick skulls. So, when there comes a day like today, where anything could happen, Woods Island has to be ready with the right response. Get to the point. I have a proposal. I hope it's a good one. Sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. V. You must know, with Langman's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Woods Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there's nothing you could do against your forces. They act against you. Woods Island, that's as good as that. Go on, Dr. Calcite. Mr. Mia, rest assured I have no energy directed at Woods Islands anymore. So please proceed. Very well. We first met, Mr. V. You were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, as I just said, Woods Island is so much for Langman in this respect. But we have the Doctor. He is addicted to tower defense games. He has played Bloons so much. He knows how to handle any battlefield. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by the circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of degree. Your men can project power with their hands tied. You can step onto the battlefield personally. The enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Kashche at the fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market or some noble bacchanal. It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of our world. Continue. I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. V. Many young people proved their value that night, with the ideas and theories that they espoused. But Hala did not. My colleagues and I expected that she would become the leader of the Union. In fact, you should have realized that the Duke of Kashche only shows himself necessary to do what is necessary. Otherwise, he stays out of sight. Kashche won't tip his cent in exchange for assistance. Neither will Talula. I'm sure you know their relationship much better than we do, Mr. V. The Duke of Kashche never made her a slave or a hostage. She is his successor. Oh? Observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Calcite. Talula is Kashche's successor. Correct, Mr. V. The Duke of Kashche knows what you have to be capable of. Talula may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. V. We have what it takes to handle the situation. Like Amir told you before, the official agreement between Langman and Woods Island is over. And now, Woods Island Landship has left Langman's port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Langman. Is that acceptable, Amir? Yes! Mr. V, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Langman or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone's conspiring to exploit the infected. We'll fight it with all our might. If you'll permit us to act, if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle. Woods Island's battle. Don't rely on the infected. I don't trust infected. The only difference between you and the Union is that you haven't turned against Langman. Yet. What was the Union like before? If you don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can trust up your schemes and fancy words, just as the Union can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they still ended up being cannon fodder for Ursus. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the first out the fight at this Union. Will you be the next Union? Who can say? When will you bear your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Kashche's successor. That Duke of Kashche. Only Langman has successfully opposed him over all these years. Mr. V, you're not the person who lead your forces to attack the Chernobyl core city, correct? Don't make blind conjectures. What you just told me, Mr. V, is revealing. I think you're the only one who can handle the situation. It's true that Langman has the mob power to do it, you also come to machinations of Ursus. And this time, you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As also Mitsuki said, you feel you've betrayed your principles. You hope to end it all with your death. I've made so many mistakes. My death can pay for them all. I don't even know who would I be paying. Nevertheless, Mr. V, is so certain that after your death no one will bear you any ill will? Langman is strategically important to Yan. Thanks to my protection, it will continue to prosper. I was referring to Lady Famitsuki. The Kal'tsit, show some tact. The Kal'tsit, what are you saying? And what I said, Mr. V. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Yet dead, she is your widow. I still know everything you knew. If someone is forcing you to act against your will, believe the sort of thing is to be expected. The feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Dr. Kal'tsit. You're way out of line, I can't. You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumitsuki. It may not end with Miss Fumitsuki. I can go too. That was the worst that can happen. Mitsuki. Speak, Dr. Kal'tsit. For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I'm begging you, Lord Wei, leave this to the experts. We'll be powerless against a standing army, but we know the infected. They know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected. So what do you want, leader of Woods Island, Dr. Kal'tsit? You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing an egg at a boulder. It will be ruinously expensive and maybe utterly futile. You understand our position, Mr. V? At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly. What is the agreement with our battle plan, Mr. V? We need a guarantee. Considering you may change your mind in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Langman and your family, and Madame Chan, are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Mr. Mitsuki. Your kindness and the attitude toward the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. The rabbit. Huh? Yes, thumbs up. Let's go. Man, I should have used Rude so I can use the thumbs up. I should get back to using that. I need to... One day I'm a good streamer, I swear. Make V. Until the end of the Langman-Chernobog conflict, V, Langman, will not in any way interfere in Woods Island's affairs. And it looks to me like the good Dr. Kal'tsit has more yet to say. Speak up. I can do it for the time being, because I need Woods Island to save one very specific infected. I have another proposal. Name your price. 20 years ago, Edward Artorius, father of Theodore Artorius, died here in Langman. Would like Mr. V to lend us his remains. That is curious. Maybe we make some progress. I feel like you do go so slowly go to the story. The spirit of Yuan's reconnaissance forces appeared at the location where we established the concealed facility. Oh, that's very open. But hey. Woods Island, pitch 6 AM. Why does it say like military time and the AM? Attention! Our outstanding operators! I have some important information to report to everyone on Woods Island. This is Amir. As of last night, Woods Island has officially left Langman. In light of recent developments, the trade agreement between us and Langman has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or standing to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we've already purchased a lot of supplies from Langman, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will shortly be going deep into Chernobog's core city. An extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many think that war is a distant concern to us. War, they may say, is a conflict between two countries. It has nothing to do with a pharmaceutical company. I mean, they are not wrong. The only thing I would think about is that this pharmaceutical company is profiting from war and is like selling so many more meds now. Think about all the drugs you can sell. Think about all the Panzer chocolate you can sell. But war never changes. I think war has never left us. We've always been in a war. The long war of injustice against the infected. The war that drives people to hate one another. To develop an effective treatment for oropathy, give the infected a chance to use it. Our medics have poured countless hours into their research. Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those who suffer from oropathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of oropathy. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve these goals, we must face the ever-growing conflicts between the infected and uninfected. Enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tensions between the groups, all while others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. We are those who oppose us and even attack us solely because we seek a cure for oropathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine if we develop a medicine to treat this disease, but never have a chance to administer to the infected. What then? Our enemy is not only oropathy. There's no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. 2 weeks ago, the Union and Woods Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Cherbourg. A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But if every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, then we'll be locked into an endless cycle of events. Countless lives will be taken. Taken by our enemies and taken by our own hands. Our struggle with the Union cannot rest upon hatred. If we're able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation and hold them accountable for their actions. But the Union is still gripped by their madness. Even today, they have taken control of Cherbourg's core city and driving it into Langman. Even stranger, Ursus has not surrendered its territorial control of the core city. They retain a territorial claim on Cherbourg, even with under the Union's control, even when Ursus never took action as this entire incident unfolded. The Empire of Ursus ignored the atrocities committed in Cherbourg and made no efforts to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own citizens. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about these events. A collision with the core city will spark an international war. A war between Ursus and Jan. By then, it will be too late. No matter who stands behind the Union, no matter how hard they pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all this is, there will be only one truth laid grimly at our feet. The infected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the infected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and internal fiery hatred. If that comes to pass, all Woods Island has done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow us to treat the infected or allow them a normal life. Indeed, it's an unavoidable part of our protected war on oropathy. Woods Island has always been fighting this war, and this is a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will fight the fanatics with reason, and the enemy with clever strategy. We will press on, because no one wants to see a bitter end to our efforts. So, we will stop the Union. We will stop Cherbourg core city from colliding with Langman. I hope those of you staying here on the land ship will look after Woods Island. Whether or not we return, Woods Island will fight on. Right, situation normal. Man. You know, for basically being a teenager, she does know how to hold some speeches. Great speech. Thanks, Doctor. Was it maybe too gloomy? Yes, some other operators will think so too. You said at times like these we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad morale for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decisions blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around this world blindfolded? Here, Madame Chan left Langman. It's true. I'm thinking Madame Chan will probably steal into the core city alone. Langman, infected, her bloodline. Madame Chan is a complicated person. A lot of contradictions tied up inside her. Even carrying around all that, she still didn't give up. She didn't run away. She carried all of her into Cherbourg. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Dr. Lyra, Madame Chan is infected. I knew it all along, the other cutscenes told me. Yes. Doctor, when we get to the core city, we're also going to do what we can to rescue her. Not only because she Not only because Madame Chen is our friend, not entirely because someone hired us to do it. Yeah, you know, getting paid for this is such a nice side gig. Madame Chen will not face the Union alone, we'll stand with her. Everything she worked so hard to protect, the painful silence she forced on herself, we will help her, because they both wanted the same thing. Would you be more scared of that hard ass? Doctor, that look on your mask, it's funny. I've doubted Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. When she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color of her heart. It's an interesting turn of face. That's how I describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see. It wouldn't be right to transmit it to people directly. But to protect the infected in a moving city, keep to that ideal is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-blooded person. She's stern and strict, but it's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in this world. If she's never said so herself, so we'll go. There's someone else who wanted me to stop the Union. Dr. Lyra, are you talking about... Oh, Miss Forstenova. Right. And Misha. There's something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Forstenova and their men, and to help even more people to stop the birth of new sorrow in this land. We will do it. Send both of you information. This will be the first time the three of us have taken command together. I mean, you're going to work with me. That's gonna be nice. Everyone loves cat girls on the team. You could always stay here. It's up to you. I can't force you. Dr. Calcid! Listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconceptions you have of Dr. Lyra. I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudices you may have toward Dr. Calcid, Dr. Lyra. From the things you said before, at least for the time being. Dr. Lyra's amnesia, which has reliable treatment to restore the doctor's memory in just 2 short weeks. So everything that doctors now is a product of new understanding and cognition. Dr. Calcid, I hope you can look at this Dr. Lyra in a new light. Dr. Lyra, I don't want you doubting Dr. Calcid's passions just because of what she said. She's the person that you can rely on the most, whether you trust her or not, she is. Please promise me, both of you. Aww. She wants her parents to stop fighting. Like I have no choice. Dr. Lyra. What are the bridge an option for us? Reality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Calcid! Using your proposal, Amir. Thus, forgiveness as a form of kindness, of waiving your right to anger, only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll shave my prejudice. Let's deal with the core city first. Once and for all. I'm looking forward to working with you, Calcid. You're willing. I didn't think it would be this easy, honestly. I was even expecting you to weave in some traps and pitfalls among your words. But what's the harm? Look forward to working with you, Dr. Lyra. What's the plan? Oh yeah! Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor? First we need a way into the core city. Woods Island does have its own way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I cover every part of the plan. For hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of the Chernobog core city. It's gonna sandstorms be new gimmick. 10 AM wilderness. Hey, it's no, let's go. Number 1. Compression number 1 powered. Number 2. Hey, it's Firewatch. I actually did get her from my recruitment, like, just this week. Let's go. Let's see if I actually like her. I mean, I like her design. Munition stockpile number 2 ready. Number 3. And pump number 3, camouflage in place. Is the camouflage going to work? Chernobog core city command tower has a wide line of sight. This won't work without camouflage. Didn't even try to hide the fact that the core city was basically designed as a warship. Empire of Vice to violence and conquest. Damn, so this was not the Empire versus the science things. Science put ideas into people's heads. Those ideas turn around and influence design. In an environment like this will breed a natural hostility towards outsiders sooner or later. It's not fair for the ordinary Ursa civilians to paint them with such a broad brush. I'll cut the backup cables. But how many crimes did Ursus commit against my hometown? They'll never be able to wash the blood off their hands. Now, they seek to use the infected to spark the next war. Thus for even greater cruelty against infected brutality. They put the torches into our fields and choked our wells with ashes. Raised entire villages, leaving only charred corpses behind. They slaughter the land itself, only rubble remains. Those are the ordinary Ursa civilians I know. Had they not supported the war, none of the things would have happened. I believe it was not the collective will of the people of Ursus, but rather the manifestation of evil ideas. You're not fighting the people of Ursus, but against evil itself. Firewash, this may not be Casimir's land we're standing on, but still, we will not see those atrocities repeated. Doesn't matter whether the enemy is Ursus or not, the Union may call themselves Ursus or they may not. But we're not here to hurt people, we're here to stop people from getting hurt. Knights never helped us guerrillas. Our leaders waited years, but in the end, help never came. Fought to the last, alone, until we were devoured by Ursus. Not many of us are still around to tell the tale. Who can I trust? How am I supposed to believe in the benevolence of Ursus' honest folk? I don't blame the knights, especially not you, Nerl, but I keep thinking back to the time I spent fighting Ursus. Don't trust them, and don't trust Casimir's. It was a grave mistake on the part of Casimir's knights, a mistake that they could not fight, and they did not manage to protect Casimir's. But at least we can fight side by side today, Firewatch. Didn't have a chance to help you back then, but this time we fight, not for our homes, but to put an end to Ursus' atrocities. If we're only here as support, I'm still prepared to fight for what I believe in, to die for you. Die for someone else. Not all knights are like you. But I believe this is what a knight should be. There's meaning in dying for someone else. Madam Firewatch, let this better be my apology to you. Wait, I know. Anything you need me to do? Guard the area until the devices are fully operational. 4 hours ago. So we've already chosen our camouflage. There's so many major combat actions, infiltration is essentially a required course for our operators. Every situation is different, but using the terrain to conceal your position is always a must. Sometimes it's snow, sometimes it's grassy plants, sometimes it's a swamp. Man, until the ogre yells at you to get out of a swamp. We have different techniques every time. Langman is here in the deserts and barren lands, so use the sun to cover your tracks, that's it, Vic. That's not enough. It's just a way to cover our tracks. Woods Island isn't about unilateral operations. Successful infiltration is the sum of a lot of moving parts. Information the Azazel Clinic gave us authenticated the Chernobog blueprints I have. That means we have a solid picture of what the core city's lower levels look like. When the time comes, we enter to the drainage system in the foundation. Bait. Can't hook our prey without bait. Same for the hunter. Huh. Yes, you're right. Given enough time, even the worst hunter can tell the difference between prey and bait. We have to stay out of sight long enough to prevent that. 10 AM. Yeah, it's pilot again. You don't need us to land for this op, do you, Instructor? There isn't a good spot on the core city. Union isn't exactly poorly equipped. If could cast us too, landing would be tricky. No need, just make it look like we're going to land, but keep circling the city. Didn't think a tactical team. Not much you can do with just the two of us. Didn't think of that. How would you not think of that? Just kidding, Instructor. Put that whip down. No. You got a boss who flies to the bad guy, now this Joker. You can keep us for half an hour, can't you? Not a problem. Just keep their attention. The Union element in the ruins knows they have aircraft, but we can't be sure about what the people in the core city might know. Let's just sure you're riding the good boy, and he's a lot noisier than the bad guy. You know, I guess there's something fitting about a good boy being written, huh? It will all be eyes on us for a solid half hour. Just watch me, Instructor. Careful now, don't get us shut down. Sit back and relax, Instructor. I should feel pleasant escalator around 100 times to never get shot down on any of those low flights. Getting shot down is a one-time thing. Yeah, that's always the first time. But the M course at the outskirts. Huh? What's that up in the sky? When did we actually invent helicopters? They're flying? They import a new weapon. What country is it from? Let's shoot it down already. Don't know what it's carrying. They can't let it land. Don't panic. If it drops low enough, we'll light it up. Just don't let it out of your sight. What kind of safety features are on this thing? You're afraid of heights, instructor? A little. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, we won't have time to react. The crash will pulverize us. Won't even be able to identify our bodies. The great equalizer. Yeah, see, it's gonna be fast and probably still painful, but it's gonna be fast. Could I not worry? I'm here. We've managed to distract the enemy. Convince they're preparing to land. Begin the operation. Attention, combat operators! A smattering of enemies is approaching our position. Likely a wrecking team from the core city. Our equipment is active. We won't let them wound our plans. Madam Firewatch, cover me. Roger. Now, time to give them some nice bait. Moves faster when inspired by Herald or by Patriot. I don't like that by Patriot. You do line up nicely for me. Probably want to stand slightly more back. Even if that's sad. Gorilla Hound. Basic Gorilla Ops Warhound equipped with light use Sakasama. You're just a stronger V-color, aren't you? Sure. I'm sure she can lane hold for a second. Something like this seems reasonable. And then I'm not rich enough. You know it's going great when you lane hold with... But unfortunately that... Yeah, this is fucked. That does not work out. Okay, don't deploy Exo there. Actually, did it change already go live that there's no sense in using the plans anymore? Did we move them already? I can be an idiot as much as I want. It's a good week for Lyra kind. Okay.
내 머리 위 형광등이 나아갈 길을 비춰줄 거니까. 뭐 안 사라진다면 말이지만 이젠 안 사라지겠지? 얘들아, 도와주러 왔어. 절망의 냄새까지 감출 순 없지.
We will just wait till we have this man first. He would also have been kinda needed in the middle. I want him. I want him there. Myrtle will need help now. It's always... It always comes down to this. But this is where maybe a different Vanguard than Myrtle would go kinda hard for a second. Still would say we're doing this for now. Now we should be stable. Look at this. Look at this beauty. And we can maybe do some damage. Next, they probably just want healing. And somebody else holding that lane. Maybe we get here. It's kinda already all our units, Sash. To be fair, so we don't need Myrtle anymore. But this stage is oops all dogs, I mean, I wonder if I should actually invest into somewhat trying to get rid of those people. If I even can.
너무 기다리게 하지 마. 누군가 알아채기 전에 네 시-
소용없다.
This might also be a bit too much for my man. Or not. This though.
네가 할 수 있을까? 리더 자슈 애플
Nothing's ever a problem. Game is that easy. Man. What would I do without Exu?
모든 것은 질서에 따라야 한다. 섭리의 반
Alright, more sweeties.
누구라도 용납치 않겠다.
The name Sweetie for event currency is a bit cursed. I mean, we can do one more stage for soon. Hey, it's cold that it's not worth the farm anymore. Wait, no, let's go. I don't need to read and get to play the game.
어떤 변명도 받지
That is pay. That looks not great. How do we do this?
영리는 전부 버리도록.
방심하지 않도록 조심해라.
듣고 있어.
It's only slightly spooky.
너무 기다리게
There's
하지
a lot of doggos already.
마. 네 시체를 어둠 속에 묻어줄게. 실력 발휘해볼까?
Yeah, I feel like we want to do things like this then, right? Probably, so we can fire. Maybe start here. I probably want to cover this side for now.
만일을 위해서 한 번 더 묻는데 아름다운 인간
Will a sniper attacks two targets at once?
뭘로 하고 싶어?
Inspired by Herald or by Patriot? I see, I see.
다음에는 휠체어에 비행 추진 장치를 달아볼까?
Alright. That kinda works for now.
서로 수고를 덜하게 될 테니.
I kind of would love to have another operator here. How do I gonna keep them alive?
저격 위치 확 내가 당신의 보고를
We're a sniper leader.
너무 기다리게 하지 마. 누군가 알아채기 전에 네 시체를 어둠 속에 묻어줄게.
We made even better dogs. Yeah, fuck me. I need healing there. We just Calcite there. Maybe we Calcite there. And that's also awkward.
앞으로
Do this
전진하자.
so now.
조금 긴장되네.
And she should take all the hits and then get healed by Saria. That's all coming together, I swear. She lied.
젊은이 냄새까지 감출 수
I just kinda said that, man. I guess they are really just all walking that path. Fuck it.
몬스터, 날 따라와라.
I mean, we could move Enos, I guess, and put Monster there if we really wanted to. Also, don't need Myrtle anymore.
이 정도로 멈출 거라 생각.
돌아가. 마음이 산산조각나기 싫다면 말이야. 너무 기다리게 하지 마.
But hey, if it works, it works.
내가
Those dogs are a jump scare when they run up in the middle.
아마터면 잠들 뻔했네. 너무 기다리게 하지 마.
Do we just say goodbye for Ines for a second? We don't need something better there. But use an upgrade here though for sure.
나쁘지 않은 배치네.
너무 기다리게 하지 마.
It wasn't too bad. I'm really not a fan of lanes that cannot be clocked at all though. Hi, Sud Boost. How are you doing? Yeah, chapter 7. I really like this chapter so far. Story is great. Now, if I have more gameplay, we won't have much time after we take out that Vecan team. You're right, we're on a tight schedule. We aren't going to climb into the city from the sand. We do that sometimes. No, but the sand. Everyone hates the sand, it's coarse and gets everywhere. But the Corsair is on the move. It will be hard to get into the foundation levels. The operators stand on the sand and wait for the city to pass over them. Both height and speed are going to be an issue. They can't open the main hatches and waste juice on the underside. Our distraction and our camouflage won't be worth anything. So our 5 teams will take a vehicle and use the cover of the sandstorm to approach the city. We'll employ special equipment to climb into the city's superstructure. You only sent 5 teams? Hey, I mean, better to be low numbers and not get actually spotted, right? We are in no hurry to get the attention of the local Ursus Pass. And we wouldn't want them to send out an attack ship to smash Woods Island in the wilderness and kill our employees. Even if they did that, you wouldn't see a single report on it in any newspaper. Bankers and insurance executives will quietly cross out your name, shove all the lucre into their own nest eggs. My money! No one will speak of you. No one wants to upset Ursus. But, man, this is so doomer. Doctor, have you ever considered that once you're dead, no one will remember you? No one will care. 120 gives us some freedom to move in the cracks between forces. This means we can be backed by any power. We survive by working in secret, just like when we send those teams to save you. 5 teams, leave tracks, cover the tracks, objective complete, objective failed. No matter what, Woods Island only ever deploys 5 teams. But more teams mean more firepower, hell yeah baby! Even for a city-state like Langman, wiping us out would be a trifle. We saw the LCD, they're strong as any country's special forces. They certainly have pharmaceutical company beat. So why do they need us? Politics, man, it's almost like you were not in the room when you discussed all the politics. Because this is about the infected. Woods Island has departed Langman. You're bearing on the next trade port at 15 kilometers per hour. Be in the wilderness for a few weeks before we get there. Aside from some nearby Woods Island communication specialists and some trusted vessels, we will pick up our signal. We plot a course around all the nomadic city's known paths. Even if Langman decides to betray us, they won't be able to find us. But that's not enough, is it? Doctor really loves firepower. We must have more to stake. Right, we need something else to tip the scales. Both of you turned pretty gloomy, huh? We listened to your speech, what else do you want? I know how serious this is, but you don't have to smile like that, do you? Yeah, did I smile? I know you did. Your lips may not have moved, but I could feel it. So here we are. Yay! Oh, I have to say this. I don't intend to build any sort of relationship with this person. Aww. Okay, but come on. What did I really do? What did I do? Maybe at best, maybe funny war crimes, but then was the war, was it just funny crimes of passion or something? Maybe forgetting there's 2 sides to this. Myself, Amir, and 3 of our elite operators will lead the 5 teams. We have 3 combat teams, 1 Vecan team and 1 spec-up team. We want to meet the leader of one of those teams. Osmondes, wait. Oh, please. You're badly wounded. Why are you here? You should go back. Go on. Are you going to Sordi this time? Yes. I get someone to replace you. How about Misery? He's better at assault ops than you. He'll wave a sign and it'll be all done. Let's have him go. Don't want me to go. Yeah, you shouldn't. Give me a weird feeling, please. This isn't like the mission you went on before. Because I might die? Watch it. You can't just come out and say it like that. You're too young for such a dangerous mission. It's not right. Lamia's going to. That's because she's the leader. She's Amiya. She's just like me. She's infected. She's an operator. And I checked the logs. Ace and Scout are both in Chernobog. They didn't come back. That means they're gone. You don't have to say it like this. I want to see. I want to know what happened. I want to see who is running Reunion. I want to know who did what. I want to know what happened to Ace and Scout. Osmondes, you don't have to record that kind of stuff. Ace? Shit, what the hell am I saying? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. My big mouth. But their deaths, they... Ace? I'm the one who's wrong. We have happy memories and painful ones too. You have to remember them both. You're weird, please. Your words are all scattered and broken. I don't want to see you hurting so much. Why do you have to look back at them? You can't let go of those memories? You can put them there. Leave them there and don't look back. Don't look. What's the point in recording them? You don't look. They're forgotten. I won't forget. I definitely won't forget a single death. Right, you like me. You're Woods Island elite operator. I can't go in your place. Really, bleeding again? I should take a little bit of beating. It's fine. Exactly, it's fine. I'll take you. Oof. Osmondes, you and Amiya look after yourselves. Right, I will. Do I have to meet her? Dr. Lyra. Woods Island's elite operators for whatever reason dedicated their talent and energy to Woods Island project. Teams they bring with them fully support their work, because our elite operators to a certain degree can directly determine how we use a certain tactic. But not all of them are exactly as you imagine them. You've had elite operator plays, Doctor? There are a lot of rumors about her. Maybe you haven't heard. The truth is, they're a little exaggerated. But everyone has a different impression of her. But Doctor, I think you're capable of understanding her choices. Judging by your reaction, you may have already met the one we're talking about. Huh? Then you okay? Anything else I should know? That's the basic plan, honestly. It's practical. A plan's a plan, an operation's an operation. But OP is what matters. A plan has a basic outline of operation. A misstep during the operation can shatter a plan. I hope we don't have any bad ohm specialists here. About that. That ain't good. We have a problem. Dust density is still too low. This ain't going to work with that light angle. When they're open here, if they look down from the bridge, they might spot us before we're fully operational. But we can't cover the machine any more than it already is. If we block the airflow, we won't get enough of the current going to kick up the dust. What do we do? Should we keep moving back? We might not have time. I take care of it. Firewatch, keep my eye out and tell me which way to adjust. Lady, what are you doing? Fixing the angle of light. To mitigate the suffering of the world, I believe even the sun itself will bow to me. What the hell is she doing? Oh no, he thought. Oh? Was that on the tune? No. Not settling up and not falling back? What she's doing? Meditating? Posing? Is she posing here? Oh wait, what's that light? Whole body is glowing. No, too bright. Thanks, Captain. Thanks for covering my eyes, but it would be great if you weren't squeezing like you wanted to crush my skull. What is Noel doing? She's okay. You know, they went out of budget, so you had to close the eyes. What can we say? You say that, Captain, but the light's brighter than the sun. What is he up to? No way. She's pulling in all the light around us? Whoa. Captain, all the light is starting to form together. I know, I'm just saying. Could Buttervalian Knight do something like this? Captain, look at the shadows of the sand dunes. Can you even tell what time of day it is? I'm just trying to brighten the mood here. And once we kick up that sensor, we won't be able to see the shadows, right? Shutting up, sorry. So that's fine, somebody needs to narrate what's happening. There's limitations to the storytelling here. Take us up. We've got some weird colored balls clipping us. Yeah, it's just paintballs. Don't be scared, Instructor. You and Cass aren't good enough to shoot us down. Just a distraction. No need to put on an air show for Union. Put on a good enough show and the Union might just surrender, huh? Isn't that what they call a show of force? Aerial acrobatics isn't a show of force. My man has been practicing for this. Hold on tight, Instructor. I need a bath back. The device is fully functional. Amir, we're ready to move. Roger. Drivers, maintain a steady speed. Check your maps. Use the sensor to carry your approach to the core city until you're in range to deploy boarding gear. Engage. The city will cover our tracks. Remember your protective gear and don't let sun into our sensitive equipment. But I can see the sun. Why is the sunlight breaking through the sandstorm? The other side of the core city is so clear, it's like arts. This wasn't part of the plan. Is it natural light? Don't worry about it. Roger that. Grappling hooks, prepare to fire. Operators, make sure the cables are securely fixed to the underside of the city. Once all operators are aboard, the vehicle will depart at once. I don't usually say things like this. I'm pretty sure the lights just now is a good omen for us. Definitely. Made it a little too intense and had to aim at the ground. But let's not tell her that part. Hold on. Core city is speeding up. Our machines are wind-driven, but it can only keep the sensor up within a 1 kilometer range. Take that range will spot us for sure. Hurry up, everyone! Out of time, we have to slow down. We drive out of the sensor. Shadowbox optical detection system will pick us right up and below the whole OP. How many people do you have left? Hurry up and... any left? Huh? Tiny put on a dust mask. Let's go. It's so dangerous, Doctor. You've never had operator training. We can't send you up there alone. Didn't Dr. Calcidas assign you any battlefield support? Maybe she thought I could use the exercise myself. I did! Aww. Me. Calcidas grabbed by the waist with one arm and pulled you onto the zipline with the other. Seize your own fate next time, Dr. Lyra. Sensor was ferocious, and the arm holding you was very hard. Couldn't be certain it belonged to Calcid. This monster. All squads, take your positions. There's no room for error and deprivation to come. Well, how hard could this be? 10:30. Course to the foundation. Yeah, this is definitely a sign of someone breaking in here. Confirmed one infiltrator. We can be sure if that bloodstain over there is Unions or someone else. It hasn't turned yet. It very well could be Officer Chance. We have to hurry. Oh, Doctor. I'm glad you made it here safe. I had help. Oh, huh? That's dangerous, huh? Did he get hurt, Dr. Lyra? Fine, let's go. It's just some psychological trauma. Oh no.
내가 남긴 주문에는 모두 그것만의 용도가 있다. 한 글자 한 구절 모두 허투루 쓰인 게 없지.
Oh, okay, now it is time for new mechanics. And how to counter the commanding tactics. Or is it just about the commanders now? And I like her E2 at some point they should probably E2 army here. Woods Island on a certain day. In this training exercise, I cannot speak. We'll simulate a situation where communications are jammed and practice operating under these conditions. Amir will also be assisting you. You must all step up and learn how the enemy fights. Look alive. The enemy's guerrilla forces are here. Get ready. The enemy's an experienced guerrilla fighter? Jessica, I'll stop him first. Oh, got it. And make sure you stay healthy. Don't let the nerves get to you. It will affect your ability to make decisions on the spot. Okay, yeah, our good old snipers. And why did you place down the healer second, SMH? Right, that's the problem. Oh, it is incoming. That new enemy is a Gorilla Herald. He uses an encrypted language to relay a message to the other troops. Is that what they're actually called? I do so much hate MNIS. Why does it feel like the enemies are coming at us way harder now? Hold on a bit longer, Beagle. I gotta take care of that new enemy. On the battlefield, Heralds will continuously issue tactical commands to their squad members, increasing the attack and defense of all enemies. After receiving these commands, some enemies will even use special abilities. Look, this Gorilla Sniper is shooting 2 of our operators at the same time now. However, remember that even if these Heralds are at the heart of the enemy's guerrilla warfare tactics, they're also a weak point we can exploit. The lightweight equipment that emphasizes mobility also makes them the least protected of all the guerrilla forces. And I laugh when I don't even need to place anyone in the tutorial anymore. While we're doing it, I can speed this up. Let's have more defense, we don't even need this. Oh no, it's two of them. 2 Heralds are here now. We are calling an exchange of tactics to strengthen the effect of the commands have been amplified, and the other enemies have become even stronger than before. Jessica, think hard and come up with a way to fight against them. It's too hard to deal with the Heralds. I don't think I can handle this. Nanfa, let's go help Jessica. Prioritize seeking out the special enemies and create an advantage for our battle line. Understood. Jessica, hang in there to help you deal with them. It's that easy. Not sure what I even would want to do with you. We can place you down. We got this. See, it's that easy.
Mission accomplished.
I'm a genius, I can beat a tutorial. Current Gorilla messengers. That's not that, but I wonder if this is just gonna be messenger war then. Schönberg Underground Base. 10:30. You're waiting for me here? Yes. It took me a long time to find you. Begin the operation after we finish collecting all the environmental information. Before that, it will benefit you to hear exactly what's going on inside Chernobog's core city. Amiya's a bit tied up on the scene, so she won't be able to join this discussion. I already read the information in the mission viewing, but that kind of information is not good enough for a mind like yours. Excuse me, did she call me stupid? That you see me as more than a simple battlefield commander? Might not remember, but I do. I remember you had quite a talent for heating up rations by pouring boiling water directly into your mouth at 4 in the morning. Oh, is the doctor still alive? You don't believe me. You can try for yourself. Let's skip the chatter. We don't have much time. Let's I and the LCD work together to take down Reunion and utilize the forces controlled by Mephisto and Crown Slayer. After that, Reunion's deployments in Langman fell apart completely. Maya reported me that you had a difficult fight with Frost Nova, in fact it's serving Reunion as leader of a special squad at the bottom of Langman. Battle ended in your victory. There was no victor. Understand. According to the data from PRTS, you had a corporation of operators when you brought the enemy's body back towards island for treatment. Don't consider an enemy. The Lyra, distinguish your friends from your foe. Oh, might get the wrong idea. You must hear me out. I'm trying to blame you, Dr. Lyra. Mia told me what happened between you and the enemy commander. And those who were there at the time had information to decide what to do. I don't have the right to overreach and criticize your judgment. You try to understand the motives of the infected. You're willing to bear the consequences for the things she, Frost Nova, did. That's what you did. You plan to use those methods to make sense of the suffering in this world. No reason to blame you, but I will say you will break and I will laugh at you and point. I'm willing to vouch for you before the operators of Rhodes Island, Dr. Lyra. Make your own decisions, and I will try not to interfere. After that, I will determine the part of the responsibility that belongs to Rhodes Island. Powers and responsibilities complement one another. Distinguish your enemies from your friends. Those are your words, not mine. Want to pick this one. Actually siding with me? Never said that. Luckily, Frost Nova and Yeti Scott were a guerrilla team of elite infected. Right now, there's still 2 elite forces the Union is still able to mobilize. These guerrilla warriors are the first. Second is the Sarkas mercenary, W, and their team of sellswords. According to my intel, W used some underhanded tactics to seize leadership of the Sarkas mercenaries working with Union. I don't have time to go over what should be common historical knowledge, but let me say this frankly. Sarkas mercenaries are unreliable, a problem W faces just as much as Union. Sarkas mercenaries are unlike normal agency mercenaries. They are the overflowing military might of Castle, spilling out across the land. Trying to control them is an act of folly, will only anger the forces backing them. I seem to have a pretty deep understanding of the Sarkas. She just read the Wikipedia for all of the countries. I haven't even gotten to the important part. The point is, infected guerrillas of Yeti Squad are completely different from the Sarkas mercenaries. There are no similarities between them in terms of their form, organization, behavior, or creed. Watchtower Union's ranks, they were an independent guerrilla force of infected, and the prestige was even greater among certain groups of infected than that of Union. Before they formed this guerrilla force, they used to be part of the mighty Ursus military. The guerrillas of the northwestern Tundra? Not sure where you learned that piece of information, Doctor, but I color me impressed. Let's go, we scored an extra point. So the piece of information itself is fairly basic. You believe that you're able to proactively gather intel on your own. Why does it feel like you're poking fun at me? Only give what you deserve. Aww. Arrived at the foundations of the industrial sector at Chernobog's core city. Next we lead 3 teams through the complex underground passages, take the sewer pipes into the industrial layer and come up in the heart of the core city. Be aware that any enemies you see patrolling these areas are not the ordinary Union thugs you're used to fighting. You meet vigorously trained soldiers, Union soldiers trained in the tactics of Ursa's own army by the guerrillas. Our weapon operators discover that communication networks have been forcefully cut off within core city. Rather, it seems that the Union didn't even try to maintain these channels. The severe constraint that modern-day squads rely on the most common modes of communication. What this means is the Union either already has some special way of communicating, or they simply aren't prepared to fight. Based on what we saw in Chernobog a month ago, don't expect that second scenario. However, if communication is cut off, low-ranking Union members won't receive direct commands. Most of the time, expect them to act independently. I fear they won't know signals they cannot receive. A signal only countries and city-states can distinguish. One that marks the territory of Ursus. A terrible storm is brewing within the city. Chaos, whether caused by accidentally or deliberately, will permeate everywhere like thick smoke. Just step ahead of me. The seeds of ruin have already been sown. What's the conclusion? Conflict is brewing within the Union. The whole W trying to assassinate Tallulah thing. I can't wait till we just see her splatter right next to us on the ground. I see the same thing unfold countless of times across this land. Okay, have you heard about Babel? I don't know exactly what it means, but have you heard about Babel? I said pretty much everything I needed to say. As for the rest, we'll cross those bridges when we get to them. I'm still just preparing for war. Efficiency still matters. Please help me notify the members of Team R4, Doctor. Have them take these devices. Hold on. Is there a problem? Don't these belong to Rosmantis? Yes. I seem to know more about Rosmantis than the conversation you had in the bioprocessing unit. So you're getting ready to fight? I expect she'd have to produce a device like this. Every elite operator has a considerable amount of strength. We expect them to take charge. So, you haven't had the time to understand how Osmanthus fights. But just to get us out of the way, there are some things they should not be shouldering alone. As a field commander, a necessary part of your job is to help relieve the pressure of these operators. This upcoming battle, you may make some shocking discoveries. Huh? Very few people aren't shocked after watching Osmanthus fight. She is springing back into the corpse of the dead or something. Make sure you're ready for it. Dr. Liar, you're here. Intercepted an enemy patrol squad, steadily handling the situation. Has the fighting started already? Doctor, your position there is kinda risky. I think you'll probably want to move. There's Scott here. Right there, behind you. Doctor, it's really dangerous to stand next to her. Enemy. You mean Osmanthus? Enemy. Doctor, those are the ones who killed my family. Enemies. Where did this rage come from? Doctor, step aside. Get out of the way. I'm not like Amir. Amir's arts can go around her friends as like enemies. But not me. I can't. So don't stand between me and my fight. Okay. That girl! The one carrying the box. What's going on? What's wrong with my eyes? I can't see anything. My eyes, my face, it hurts, it hurts. Something's crushing my head. Lovely. I mean, just temporary blindness, right? No. It's been a long time since I've crushed anyone to death. Those swords, those swords! Osmanthus? Reunion. I don't want you in my memories. Any of you. Gordon Lance.
자, 함정에 빠지게 될 벌레는
Starting directly. Do I want... I guess I do want to protect us inside of this box. Probably...
뭘 해야 하는지
I will see where I put Myrtle, but I feel like this should not be a Myrtle place then.
모두의 행동에 제압한다. 그거면 되겠지.
Put us Myrtle like here for the time being. Oh, this looks beautiful though.
말하기 좀 그런데 내가 일으킨 트러블은 나밖에 수습 못해. 사과야, 오늘도 잘 부탁해. 리더, 제일 하이 볼티지 벌어야지.
Healing. I could put you. Ah, it's fine.
룩운.
Let's say the worst case scenario, put you here. That's also annoying. Question is, will all the commanders come from there?
다음에는 휠체어에 비행 추진 장치를 발밑을 봐봐.
That hurt actually, huh? Makes sense. Fuck me.
저격 위치 무장 해제 확인.
To be fair, we won't need extra for a hot second.
누군가 알아채기 전에. 사과야, 오늘도 잘 부탁해.
방심하지 않도록 조심해라.
Honestly, part of me feels like that is kinda
몬스터.
cool monster opportunities.
와, 아마도 사과야, 오늘도 잘 부탁해.
Keep devouring them. I can just put Exo like Yeah, it's kind of less optimal.
내가 일으킨 트러블은
But it works, probably.
뭘 해야 하는지 본토는 숨길 수 없어.
Having range is nice. Did Sasson expect that we kill the commanders that early? Is that everything? That's suspiciously easy. But I take it. Bloodied, torn, pierced. This isn't right. Us, enemies, people. Wailing, screaming, groaning. I love my verbs. This isn't right. The question, ask. Doctor, is this your first time seeing Rosmanthus fight? It's hard to watch, but what is she doing? And it, you go tend to the wounded enemies who can't fight anymore. Also, among them are communications personnel relaying orders and intelligence. If they're allowed to escape, it puts our whole operation at risk. Watch her. How old is she? 14. I love my child's shoulders. And you're letting her? Please, let me through. What happened here? Just finished settling the... Doctor? What? Doctor, did you just call me? Who sent you out to fight? Who sent you here? Doctor! Okay, I really want to see how she fights. It cannot be that bad. This is too cool. Why would he let you do this? Amir's not that much older. Why is no problem with Amir? Can't see it. I did. What are you talking about? I did. I chose to fight. I want to fight. There are some feelings I can only experience on the battlefield. Protecting my friends and family is the only way I can feel complete. What's Islands needs me. The world is calling my name to prevent more people like me from coming into it. Still, Fro, you can't. Does death care that I'm a child? What war disease spare someone because they're a child? I mean, she's not wrong. Namia I stand on the battlefield. Who looks at us and thinks children? We're monsters, aren't we, Doctor? That's just how you see yourself. No, Doctor. No, Dr. Liver. It doesn't matter what I am. I just want to make a difference with my family. Do you know Scout? What? Do you know Ace? Yes. It's already been a few days since I watched any of the materials. I've forgotten a lot. I only forgot. I'm not like you, Doctor, who threw away everything. I think she might be upset at us. Smontes. No, I didn't mean that, but you get it, Amir. I get it, but just don't say it like that. Fine. Just bits and pieces of things. Lots of pictures and words. Those feelings I can't say. Only Amir can understand. But they never truly left me. Doctor, I feel like you're complicated. You're more complicated than they say. Say I'm complicated too. Some of them are scared of me. Some of them say I shouldn't be like this. They don't know why I'm like this. They don't know what I've been through. Why does my heart suddenly ache? Why do I want to cry now of all times? That sure is a child of all time. Who left the stain in the corridor, and why hasn't it been cleaned? Why do I feel worried when I take a vase, but also strangely happy? Why do I feel disgust from looking at flowers, but wonder from looking at bugs? Because bugs are cool. Okay, man, I should have got Rosmanthus from the limited banner. Now I feel sad. She's peak. Finding somebody that understands insects. What happened during all the time I can no longer remember? Why do these emotions keep welling up within me? Every operator I feel has their own unique differences. When I lose them, those feelings also disappear. Why? Why do we have emotions? Why do my tears keep flowing even when I can't even feel anymore? Didn't I already forget everything? But Rosmanthus never wanted me to take her feelings away. These certain shelters of emotion belong to her, no matter what they are. They belong only to Rosmanthus. I cannot interfere with them, as long as Rosmanthus still has hope somewhere inside her. Yeah, as long as she's still not totally mind-broken, it's fine. Because it's up to her to choose what to do. She can also choose to forget. To truly forget. What happened to Rosmanthus? Dr. Lyra. Rhodes Island has a strict screening process for operators. After I apply for combat voice, and we checked most of those, you look at lots of different metrics to decide if an operator is fit for combat. Combat ability, tactical aptitude, discipline, and physical fitness are all important parameters, but that barely scratches the surface. People often have difficulty trusting one another when they are on an actual mission. Osmond is here because she trusts in our orders and objectives, and we trust in her abilities and judgment. Please believe in me, Doctor. No, believe in us. We'll slowly begin to see the colors of her emotions. Doctor, thank you for fighting alongside Blaze. Why? Blaze needs more people fighting alongside her. I want to see her smile. I want to see you too. I want to see the one Ace and Scott always talked about. You know, the Bloon Tower Defense Mastermind. Here you are. Caught me this time. Use this heavy machinery to quickly and effectively destroy the enemy, while at the same time exhibiting astonishing self-control and adaptiveness. Usman is one of Woods Island's greatest annihilation specialists. As such, the way she treats people and the way she speaks to worry you. The way she fights in contrast with her appearance is indeed very cruel. Yes, running around with a chainsaw may be easier to accept. The destruction of Venomous Banderstakes I feel is much harder to stomach. It will help you sleep at night. I can make you a promise, if it will help at all. Mandus almost never kills, though her tactics seem to singularly aim for that outcome. She actually focuses on disabling the enemy's combat abilities. Yeah, she never kills, but they will be disabled for the rest of their lives. Nobody will ever walk again, all paralyzed. Take the last battle, for example. All the enemies were disarmed, not a single one died towards one's attacks. You get it disarmed because you don't have any arms anymore. Geralt has much more control over her weapons than she once did. Of course, whether or not we can keep the prisoners alive depends entirely on our ability to destroy Union's leadership. Only then we'll be able to send rescue teams into the core city. But sometimes we must use lethal force in order to accomplish our goals. Some loss of life is inevitable. You still look disturbed. Is this all beyond your ability to accept? It doesn't make sense. You won't be able to accept the truth either. Terrifying original arts and incredible perception are not the only reasons why Osmandus is an elite operator. Osmandus demonstrates these qualities because she became an elite operator. With our judgment not on whether to send her to battle, but how disastrous the consequences might be if we didn't let her become a fighter like this. She could be commanding the Union right now. What kind of consequences? Worst case scenario, her arts leak out from her body and push her to kill, subconsciously or otherwise. Humans killing each other has become the normal state of things. Even so, most people still hold their weapons and stuffs themselves. Whether or not someone who has lost her sense of self can still be called a person is another topic I'm not interested in discussing, but humanity grapples with the extended manifestation of this problem. When you deprive a human of being his sentience, what is left? What is created? When that creation deprives us of our lives, who is at fault? The one who created the weapon, the one who used the weapon, or the one we treat as a weapon? Another riddle? As we move on to the next battle, I may be able to teach you more. By the way, on the issue of her age, Mia puts on an air of maturity that may have you fooled. Maybe, maybe not. A young creature known as a deadly weapon won't be seen as an ordinary child just because she looks young. Not to mention all that they've been through. Take what you need. It's time to head to the surface. What about Amiya? Is she a weapon too? I can ask her. She very much is a weapon. Something you should hear from here. I mean, have you seen how stupid powerful she is? Okay. Halcid, stop right there. Ah, Fervin, I was just leaving. Whatever it is, make it quick. You know the prophecy, don't you? Yes, there's nothing you don't know. Prophecy? Is it not that you allowed Amiya to go? It's the commander of this operation, as well as the one who suggested it. But as young as Amiya is, how can she command? Oh, Fervin, how long has it been since we left Castle? Precise, so I'm leaving. 2 months? Oh, Fervin, stop joking around. I know what you mean, she's grown up. Yes, Sir Fervin, time flies. Age progression cultists and vampires is radically different. It's been 3 years since we left Castle. May feel like a short time for you. Amiya has matured a lot. Answer my first question, the prophecy. What the hell is the prophecy? This is not Guild Wars. The last Wendigo will die at the hands of the Lord of Fiends? Wendigo, huh? Correct, I'm familiar with that guerrilla group and their leader. I'm certain it's him. Original facing of the prophecy was the son of Hortex, traitor to Sarkas. The smartable end of the bloodline will be executed by the Lord of Sarkas. Some prophecy, whether or not there's any extension of their bloodline, still many Wendigos living their lives in Columbia and Ursus. That is, if a few dozen can be called many. Considering the context of the time, you should view it as a threat. Many people didn't want to see the Wendigos leave Castle. Wasn't either of us who said it, and since you still remember it, you must have found it important, no? You're getting old? Since when do you believe in prophecies and sarcastic witchcraft? Old? Me? Come on, look at her. She's beautiful and young. Corrected Orpathy. Death is always here with me, waiting for the right time to strike. Raphael, life is no doubt much shorter than you think. Hey! Must you be so morbid? I'm not your little girl, Closure. Won't let you keep skirting the topic. Issue raised is quite morbid. Never mind. Hear me, Kal'tsit. That does me not say as much to you, but he's one of the very few left among us. I'm no bleeding heart, no godly busybody, but we are Sarkas. I'm a vampire, and the old man is a Wendigo, but we are the same. This world is a tough place for Sarkas. I hope he can return to Castle if possible, or come with us. I'm not. Wofern? I'm not Sarkas. So you fools? Oh. I do what I can. I remember him, Wofern. The promise is stronger than anything. Get your hopes up that this will be easy. But this time, you'll be there. As long as Dr. Kal'tsit makes the best effort, I accept the outcome. You haven't heard, but your proposal came too late. Things have already unfolded, and rather unfortunately. Some time ago, an infected clinic in Cherbourg called Assas traded information with us. Learned some more information about the Wendigo and viewing service. What's more, you should know this well. Anyone who stands against the most brutal blade in Ursus will soon learn whether it tastes of salt or rust. I love my rusty blades to get tetanus. Nobody should know any place where it is in danger. Some patients' days are numbered, but that number depends on the doctor treating them. It's all up to us. All up to us. But I told you before, you may have forgotten. I won't discipline you for it, but I may do something to put an end to it once and for all. You're not to say I'm frightening, Wofern. We've been over this. Do not under any circumstances, even at Woods Island, speak of the Lord of Fiends. Ever. There's no foreshadowing. Wait. All hands at ease. Osmundus, am I getting this right? Yes, I felt it too. Dr. Liver, something unexpected here. It's W, isn't it? I'm not really sure, but... Of course that he might be slowing down? Okay, it's... Interesting. Right, that's a nice cliffhanger to stop. I will stream more Arknights this week on Thursday. It's a big cutscene. Yeah, we're gonna save that for next time for sure. But yeah, while we stream on Thursday, it's probably gonna be the newest IS, which is gonna be interesting to see if I can handle that or not. But hey, it's new and shiny, and I really want to try out the new welfare operator basically, since it kind of sounds very neat that you level her up and everything from requesting in it. So I can't wait for that. Maybe I will find some extra time to stream a bit more Arknights this week. I want to do finally more story, but we will see when we get there. Otherwise, I will stream some Remnant on Wednesday with... I do see that he's still streaming, so we're gonna wait Musty. He's playing Binding of Isaac right now, but he also is like Arknight Spirit, and he will have like 80 more Arknight streams this week for 15 more hours. So give him a watch and say hi, and have a nice evening. Bye.